as spring starts to slowly weasel its way into my life again, when the snow starts to slowly melt away, my thoughts and like my overall aesthetic start to turn into kind of this like happy, joyful recall to my past. One of those core memories that I've always kept in my heart was when I went to Isla Mujeres, Mexico with my family, which is a fairly inexpensive trip. I remember trying all the foods and all the in-town homemade meals that just opened a new world of palate in my life. And so I remember going out into the middle of the ocean to see whale sharks. And so this was a very like community-based, community-ran trip. And so these two men took us out into the middle of the sea, and as we were scuba diving, etc., all of a sudden these men started cutting up tomatoes in front of us. We were like, why are they cutting up these tomatoes? And then they started to open up a blue canister of brand new, fresh, just fished fish. They cut it up for us and put it on foamy plastic plates and served it to us, and it was incredible. So I found out that it's called ceviche, and so ever since that day, I need that flavor again. I need that flavor in my life. So when I got back to the USA, I went back home, I decided to create it. And so I usually go to the store and I buy some smoked white fish, and then I cut up some tomatoes, onions, cilantro, sprinkle it with lime, and mix it all together. Sadly, the smoked fish isn't raw fish, but there's something in there that tastes like it.
But that flavor will never be it. A lot of the things I'm not privileged of doing, such as traveling or tasting those unique flavors, I found out I could actually kind of mimic them at home or like in my neighborhood. What keeps me in that mentality is finding the beauty in things that seem normal and rather usual. I find beauty in, the walls of my room, the little rocks I collect. Scrolling through Pinterest for hours really helps me cope with that unreachable sense of nostalgia. The way the light hits a wall, scrapbooking, photographing, listening to music, reading, sketching, painting, collecting, finding the beauty in a bottle of perfume with a flower inside makes me feel that warmth of Europe, or the smell of the herbs in my kitchen remind me of a walk, like on a beach in Italy. The light on the bricks outside my house remind me of the Louvre Art Museum that I've never been to. I go to an art school, so seeing those paintings, seeing the paint, seeing every stroke of color just makes me feel like I'm in a different world or a different place. I sit down and I draw and think and look and stare and observe. So even when I go back forth home and to school and take the disgusting train or walk in the cold snow, I tend to stop and just find the beauty in the tiniest of things. So I hope hearing this or, listening to this and watching the video, you might find beauty in your own life, because somewhere out there, someone doesn't really have what me and you do.